Ciao and welcome to What's Cooking Ari in week 23 of The Sweetest Kind of Death. This week we discussed the illusion of safety in stability. When I returned from Iran, I stepped back into the rhythm of work as an advisor, but my heart was elsewhere. It was with Asal. The desire to be near her had pulled me back south. Los Angeles and the Valley felt like prisons of asphalt. Hot, crowded, endless traffic everywhere. And I wanted more than just roads. I wanted love again. I wanted to be back where I felt comfortable in Orange County. So I moved back to Irvine, specifically Toscana Apartments. It was the darkest place that I've ever lived. Four walls, dim light, silence. A strange contrast. The brightest love in my life paired with the darkest living space that I had ever known. During those days, I worked as a director for Aragon Financial Services. And on the side, I had obviously worked my way into working back at the dealership on the weekends and some other days that they might have needed me. Life felt still a little uncertain, but manageable until September 11th, 2001, the morning of 9/11. That morning I was off, and I woke to a phone call from Asal. Turn on the TV, she said. I did, just in time to see the second plane hit the tower. And in that instant, my life stood still once again. The shockwave. I remember driving to the dealership. The entire mood of the car lot had shifted. The finance office, normally buzzing with energy, was muted. Faces were pale, voices were hushed. We all stared at the same screens, the same replays. Shock, dismay, fear. The illusion of stability was gone. But there was a personal impact. And I thought about one, Bobby Bayani, which is now Captain Bobby Bayani, my brother in determination, and his college roommate Sean. They had just finished Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, destined to become pilots at the premier university in aviation. Their whole lives had been built on the dream of flying. And now, overnight, their dream was stopped dead in its tracks. Why? Because they were of Persian descent, because they were immigrants, different names, aspiring pilots in America in September 11th, 2001. That stigma was instant. The path was blocked. What was once a dream was now suspicion. So, where is the reflection or the mirror in this chapter? This was the moment that I realized safety and stability is an illusion. You can build a rhythm, you can create a career, rent the apartment, fall in love, make the plans, but the world doesn't promise stability. Towers do fall, markets do crash, and dreams do stall. The only true stability comes not from circumstances, but from what you carry inside, your vision, your values, and your love. For me, that was my now wife, Asa. Even in the darkest apartment, even on the darkest morning, her voice grounded me. For Bobby, it was persistence, it was self belief, it was a vision to see things through. He refused to let go of his dream of flying, no matter how long it took or what road it had to go on. Safety is not in circumstances, safety is in love, in brotherhood, and in the meaning. So, how does my definition of love reframe this safety in this way? When I look at love through leadership, through stewardship, stability isn't a guarantee, it's a responsibility. When I look at love through an opportunity, through creativity, when a door closes, new opportunities must be created. When I look at a love through a vision that unites, a shared vision like love and brotherhood anchors you when the ground shakes. And finally, when I look at love through empowerment, which leads to enrichment. Empowerment is surviving the shock. Enrichment is finding meaning inside of it. And in the bank of time and trust, stability is not a balance that you build once, it's daily deposits, love calls, brotherhood, purpose that hold you steady when the towers fall. So, where is our practical reflection or our mirror for this week? Where are we building our safety on circumstances that could crumble? A job, a market, a house, a title. And what deposits are we really making in the things that do endure? Love, brotherhood, a calling. So here is your simple kill move for this week. Identify one area in your life where you're mistaking stability for permanence. Step two, we have to re anchor it. Ask ourselves, if this vanished tomorrow, what would remain? And step three, within 48 hours, let's make one deposit into what truly endures, a relationship, a principle, a calling. And finally, step four, record it. Because when you record things, it creates stability that will last, which is always something that's internally pleasing. And here is the candle of the week. Safety is not in what stands tall, but in what remains when it falls. Here's to you, New York, and for all those that lost their lives on September 11th. We still remember, we still honor, and we still feel the pain for those that gave up their lives. And we are grateful forever for those who sacrificed their lives to go in those burning towers to try to save a soul. I and everyone around us appreciates you. God bless America. God bless you. And let's go Knicks from a Laker fan. Ciao.